In this video, we'll cover steps 2 and 3 of refactoring the interface and then adding pagination support to the product service. Alrighty, so just swinging back into our IDE. Alrighty, and so remember, with the response metadata, we have information there for pagination. We need to take this data and actually support it in our given interface. And so we'll refactor our interface to have support for these given metadata elements. Alrighty, so that interface is in the file productservice.ts. And I'll simply move down to the bottom of the file where those interfaces are defined. And so the one that we're working on here is get response products. And I'll simply add new properties here for that response metadata. Oops, I have a small typo there. I need to fix that. It's a comma instead of a semicolon. Okay, that looks good. All right, this looks pretty good. So we have a property here for the size of the page. We have total elements. That's the grand total of all elements. But again, we're not returning everything, just the count. We have the total pages available. And then we also have the current page number that we're using or accessing. All right, so this looks pretty good as far as refactoring that interface to support this pagination data. Good job. Alrighty, so in step 3 is that we need to add pagination support to the product service. So I basically need to define a method in this given service here to support pagination. And what I'll do is I'll kind of start here with some of the existing code and just do a little copy paste exercise. So I'll just grab the get product list method. I'll just copy this and then paste it, and I'll kind of use it as my initial version of the method. And so this new method, I'll give it a new name here. I'll call it get product list paginate. And then I'll pass in some parameters for this pagination. So we have the page and also the page size. And then I'll make an update here. Instead of product array, I'll make use of that interface, get response products. Because we need to access this data in the calling application, and you'll see more of that in some of the upcoming videos. Alrighty, so we need to make some updates to the URL. So Spring Data Res supports pagination out of the box. All we have to do is send the parameters for page and size. So I'll pass over page equals the page. And size equals the page size. All right, now just make a little small tweak to the documentation up above just so it follows along with my code. And I'll update the return here. So I'll say HTTP client.get, and then we're going to return a get response products. And then we pass in our search URL. Okay, That looks pretty good. So this is the basic coding here for our get product list paginate method that's in our product service. And we'll actually use this in the next video from our actual component.